Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle and I'm doing a reading today. What kind of reading? I don't know. Kind of feeling like doing a love reading. Haven't done one of those in a minute. But what kind of love reading? Let's get some prosperity dust on the table. I kind of want to just see what comes out. Yeah, let's see what comes out. I'm going to start with a couple angel cards. Flexibility. We've got an angel bending over, touching its toes, touching the ground. Doing some yoga. This one. Freedom. We've got an angel at the beach with no clothes on. Getting ready to go skinny dipping. Really now. All right. So I'm just going to leave these here and not speak to them too much. Flexibility and freedom. These may be themes that if you have someone that is coming in, these may be things that you work on in the connection, or well, yeah, we'll see. Where do I go from here? I just sat down. I'm literally just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Letting spirit guide me. I just grabbed my Wisdom of the Oracle deck. One of my all-time favorite tried and true decks for giving me part of a story. So let's see what the story is. So we've got Yin, number 2. Exchanging gifts in reverse, number 27. Co-create, 40. Okay. So, I feel like you're in this receiving mode right now. I get the impression that you may be single, you may not have met this person yet, or if you have, nothing has happened yet. There's this, what's immediately coming to me is there's this active receiving, being open, saying, okay, I'm ready for something to come in. And it is a departure from a place of feeling like you have to give to get, over giving, not feeling your value. Now, this could be where you're of two minds about it. Like maybe you're kind of working through some insecurities. Okay, so this could also be speaking to what has already happened. So maybe you've met someone and you are actively receiving, and then you start to overgive. You start to put in way too much right away. And ultimately, with this co-create, it's kind of like it's saying, okay, it's good to give, it's good to receive. You want to find the balance in that. You don't want to overgive, because that's not going to end well, because then you're getting into codependency, and what you want is co-creation. So there's something about like kind of being willing to give a little and then wait and see what comes back. I feel like there's a little bit of a dance happening here. And it could be where I don't know. I'm not going to, I think things will become more obvious once I keep going. Let me get some cards from the Elemental Oracle. What is this dynamic? What is this dynamic between you and this person? Whether you've met them already and if things are getting going, or you haven't met them yet, but they're coming in soon. What's the dynamic? So we have plants and growth, number 19. Desert and solitariness, number 13. Animals and companionship, 21. Sorry, just looking at my numbers. There is growth here, and what is really nice is that one or both of you understands the importance of spending time apart, spending time on your own, so that you can have the space to let this grow into something really strong. There is a departure from the codependency in favor of the co-creation. I'm going to say this again because it's like naturally allowing something to grow and knowing that it's really good to take time apart, to make sure that you give yourself time for yourself and what you like to do. She's swinging on a swing. This is not a lonely solitariness. This is enjoying the time you have on your own. You know, let me read from the book, because I've started doing this recently with this deck. And oftentimes the book will say things that I don't think about. Okay, so with growth and plants, magic is in everyday things. You can make something from nothing. Blossom. It's time. From small things, big things might grow. Begin it. And this lines up with the act of receiving, with the yin card. Being in that feminine energy and being open to the magic. And then this solitariness, this desert. There is a difference between being alone or solitary and being lonely. Feeling confident to spend time alone is powerful. You do not need so much. You do not need so much. Work on developing simplicity. There is more to life than accumulating objects. You can be resilient and adapt to difficult circumstances. Yeah, I think this is, it could be, you know, entering into something could feel difficult, could feel scary, could be kicking up some fear and worry about, like, is this going to be like, you know, things from the past. But it's like you're focusing on adapting to this new this new person, this new, you know, circumstances are changing. But mostly I feel like this is you being really confident in your ability to make yourself happy and not need to overgive to feel like someone's going to love you. That you can just be happy on your own. And this companionship in animals, we all have a superpower. Find yours and exercise it. Take time out to share your gifts. Take time out to share your gifts, right? The natural world calls you. It is part of you. Experience having an animal companion, but if you cannot, then donate, make your property animal friendly, or help animal causes. Okay, so I feel like there is this beautiful companionship that is growing, and it's helping that you two are allowing yourselves to spend time. I feel like you especially are allowing yourself to spend time on your own, to focus on what it is that you appreciate for yourself, with yourself, by yourself, right? And then you can come together and co-create with this person. And there's a really sweet energy here. It's all about like nurturing. It's a very loving, nurturing energy. Feels very healthy. Yeah. All right. So actually no, I'm going to try this. Let's see. Let's look at who this person is. This is my modern life oracle. Let's get an idea of who this person is. What their tendencies might be. So we've got conspiracy theorist in reverse. Selfie fail in reverse. Meme lord in reverse. All these reversals. Why? What is this? Okay. I gotta pull out my notes. Let's see if I can find these. I've really been wanting to get more into this this deck and learn it. But the best way that I learn is by doing. So you're along for the ride with me. So let's find this first one, conspiracy theorist. And then I gotta go to the page. Okay. And I'm gonna read this to you because it's kind of hilarious the way they write this. Picture this. It's 3 a.m. You're 17 tabs deep into websites that look like they were designed when dial-up was cutting edge. Your corkboard is a maze of red string connecting grainy photos and cryptic post-it notes. You've just figured out how the moon landing, crop circles, and your missing socks are all connected. Or have you? So in reverse, you've gone too deep down the rabbit hole. Time to rejoin reality. Uh-oh, did you just catch yourself trying to decode secret messages in your grandmother's knitting patterns? When this card appears reversed, it might be time to take off the tinfoil hat and rejoin the land of the rationally thinking. Remember, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. And sometimes that mysterious light in the sky is just your neighbor's new bug zapper. So this person might have a tendency to lean a little too far into conspiracies, meanings of things that may not be there. It tells me that, you know, they've got an interesting mind. They might be a storyteller. They're very inquisitive. They just get really into subjects that sometimes can seem a little bit out there. So, selfie fail. Let's see. Okay. Picture this. You've found the perfect lighting. Your makeup is on point and you've angled your phone for maximum cheekbone enhancement. You snap the pic feeling like a supermodel, only to look at the result and realize you've captured your double chin, a random stranger's photobomb, and what appears to be a small woodland creature nesting in your hair. Welcome to the world of selfie fails. Reversed. Time to be more aware of your surroundings, both in photos and in life. Uh-oh, did you just accidentally live stream yourself picking your nose? When this card appears reversed, your lack of selfie awareness has gone from endearing to embarrassing. Your background fails have become legendary, and not in a good way. You've unintentionally flashed more than just a smile, and your attempts at artsy shots make people genuinely concerned for your well-being. So, and I think this is kind of hilarious because I've noticed that, and I don't know why this is, but guys seem to more often post pictures of themselves that are not flattering. Like, I've had some friends who have done the online dating things and have shared some of the images that people post of themselves. It's like, really? You thought that was a good picture to post? Okay. And admittedly, like, I haven't had any gay friends, any women friends, who were dating other women, so I don't know what women tend to post. But I think, based on what I have seen through social media and that kind of thing, that women tend to be more observant and care about how they show up. Now, this is not necessarily a man. My readings, there's no gender here, but this person is not totally aware of what's going on around them, how they show up. They may not look in the mirror very often. And there are people like that who just, they're like, I'm me, I'm here, take me or leave me, which can be, that can actually be a really good thing because, you know, there's like, their vanity is very low and, you know, you're going to get the person themselves, not somebody who's trying to, like, you know, be different or look a certain way. There's a fine line there, you know. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. So let's get to the meme lord in reverse. Okay. Picture this. You're scrolling through your feed, fingers poised over your device like a concert pianist. In a flash of inspiration, you combine that trending hashtag with that obscure movie reference and just a dash of surrealist humor. Hit post and boom, you've just created the next viral sensation. All hail the meme lord. Reversed. Your jokes are falling flat. Time to update your reference material. Did you just make I don't even know what this is, Harambe reference in 2024? When this card appears reversed, your meme mastery is more cringe than based. Your jokes are arriving fashionably late to the party, like years late. Your attempts at viral content are about as contagious as a plastic plant. And people are starting to suspect you might actually be an AI trying to understand human humor. So, yeah, it's like this person, I think they love the idea of being like being funny. This person has a sense of humor. Um they, you know, they're trying to be with it. But it may fall flat because honestly, from coming from someone who is, you know, many years, you know, even a couple generations removed from the current, like, what's hip and what's, I mean, probably me using that word, it like dates me, but you know what's popular. um like, you really got to be in it in order to like keep up. My 14-year-old is regularly telling me like, oh, this is what we're saying now. I still don't remember. But like in pop culture, like, you really have to be involved and know exactly what's going on and be able to be kind of ahead of the curve. And this person seems like they find things funny that it's funny to them, and they're like, oh, I want to share this with the world. And it does, um you know, it's more for a select few. And I don't know, maybe this person is trying to go viral, um and maybe that's just not their path. Maybe that's something that you can help them understand. Or co-create. You could help them, you know, maybe you're more up on the trends, and you could be like, okay, well, if you use this word instead of that word, or if you tweak it this way, that might work better. Like, maybe, you know, the two of you are gonna, I feel like the two of you would be a really good team, because where they fall short, where they're kind of myopic, they have their blinders on, you can be there to be like, hey, let me give you another perspective. Let me be honest with you. um, oh God, it makes me think of that. In the South, they say, in the U.S., they say, "Bless your, oh, bless your heart, bless his heart." And it actually means, what a dumbass. And you know, like, I kind of feel that a little bit. You're like, okay, you mean well. Let's see if we can like boost you here, improve things for you. um all in all, I feel like this person, how they show up is very endearing. And you don't mind that they're a little bit, you know, outdated or whatever, because chances are, like, you don't want someone who's all like so involved in social media and, you know, all the things that's their main focus. The conspiracy theory thing, I don't know. You might have some very lively discussions about what is possible, and it could be really fun. I mean, you could go down some really fun rabbit holes, and why not, you know? You might be the voice of reason for this person, and that's perfectly fine. I feel like this person is fun. So, um, let's go with Moonology deck. What am I even asking? I don't know. I'm just gonna see what comes out. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Some space. There we go. Conclusions are within reach. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. I feel like this is, with it being so new, I think as it goes with getting to know somebody new, or getting to know them in a new way, there's some things to work out. Setting boundaries, having those conversations, like, what's going to work, what's not going to work, how can we work together, how can we balance ourselves out, I'm into this, you're into that, where can we find middle ground, that kind of thing. Conclusions are within reach. The answers you need are coming. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Now, this tough cycle could be before you met this person. Maybe you went through some stuff that has kind of prepared you for this new connection. It could also be where it's a little bit bumpy at first, trying to figure each other out. But you're totally gonna work it out. You're gonna come to this place of co-creation and you're gonna work together, I feel, or you're gonna help each other generate new ideas for prosperity. What kinds of things can you do, especially in this new age of AI? There's a whole new world of stuff opening up. You put two minds together, and there's a lot you can come up with the help of AI. Prosperity lies ahead. You two you're gonna be doing something together, figuring something out, where you will be able to be very prosperous. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. You two you're going to learn how to create balance and harmony, and be okay with your differences, because everyone has them. And a part of that has to do with the time that you spend apart. That's really healthy and crucial for how well you two are going to end up working together, being together. Expect powerful change. And this connection is going to be different than, I think, anything that you've encountered before. And being with this person, learning how to show up in a new way in relationship in general, but with this person, like, you two are going to help change one another in a really positive, powerful way, where you are going to see physical results, like with the prosperity, releasing the negativity. You both are helping each other to raise your frequency, raise your vibration, so that you can be these, become these master manifestors. Maybe one of you already is. You've manifested each other into your lives. That right there is a big deal. But there's this companionship. Oh, and I didn't say, but this person may have animals. You may have animals. You may be, if you start cohabitating, bringing your family together, your family of animals, maybe you might have kids too, but maybe you two will like going out in nature together, spending time outside, um, maybe working with animals in some way. Maybe that's a part of what you are co-creating, is some kind of, I don't know, like a what do you call it? Like a rescue, animal rescue or animal sanctuary, or somehow working with the animals or helping them. I think animals are very important to both of you. That's a common ground. That's something you can agree on. So, and coming back to this flexibility and freedom, you're learning how to be flexible within this connection with each other, rather than being rigid. No, my way is the only way. It's like, okay, I'm gonna be open to what you have to say. I'm gonna be open to your conspiracy theories, and there may be some validity there, and I may have some counter arguments, but I'm open, or this person too. Like, you're opening each other to new ideas, new understandings, and freedom. Well, there's a sense of freedom here with this person. You feel like you can bear it all, literally. I'm very comfortable with this person. I think this freedom also ties to this ability to let yourselves have space, and not feel worried about what the other one is doing when they're not there. I feel like there's going to be trust that is built. I feel like I need to go with the Radical Abundance deck here. Yeah, there's going to be, you're building a sense of trust. There's honesty, communication, a lot of communication, and an appreciation for the strengths that each other has. Celebration. Love that. Yeah, you two, there's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun, happy energy, having a good time. Celebration it could culminate into some kind of celebration with a lot of people, like a party, a reception, like, if you two end up deciding to get engaged or get married or something. I feel like that's a little ways down the line, but who knows? I mean, some people, they meet and they know, and they, it's quick, and then they're together for the rest of their lives. So you never know. Positivity. And I love this because it's time to release negativity. So you two are actively releasing, you're working through your issues together, releasing the negativity and leaning into the positive. And maybe you're reading books together, you're researching together, you're spending time figuring out how to make things work with one another, like in a way that is, it's like turning to the experts and being like, okay, let's read. The only book that's coming to me right now is Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. But there's loads of books that describe like dynamics, relationship dynamics. You can look into Matthew Hussey. He's a great resource for relationships, how to show up, what to expect, what to say, no, this is a deal breaker. There's a bunch of other relationship experts too. They're all over YouTube. You could probably just type it in and see what you come up with. But ultimately, I feel like, because this bunny is reading a book, I feel like you two are, you're leaning into proven methods of how to make a relationship work, and how to make it work for both people, all people. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be, you're gonna be with others. Maybe it's a polyamorous thing. There's any number of things that can happen here, but this is kind of the main person. Whatever you end up doing, awareness. There's the sense of comfort and nurturing. And I feel like I said that, like, yeah, with the animals and companionship, there's this nurturing energy, and we have some kitty confirmation. And feeling safe, feeling loved. There's 2 crows on this person's shoulder, and then a thought bubble. And it's like, okay, so one of the things that makes me think of is you two are both like very intelligent. Like I said, there's a lot of communication. You two like to talk things through, talk things out. You really enjoy a good discussion. And and you may have a telepathic connection as well. You're able to complete each other's sentences. You can just kind of intuit what the other is feeling or thinking. And there's this feeling of, I've arrived. I'm home. I feel like I can curl up and go to sleep in the arms of my loved one here. And this really aligns with this companionship animals card. So again, animals are important. You two may both have kind of totem spiritual animals. But yeah, ultimately there is a very strong awareness of how do we, kitty confirmation again, how do we work together? How do we work through our issues so that we can thrive and continue to get better and better together, if that makes sense. Okay, I guess I gotta finish this. I'm gonna finish with a chakra card. Throat chakra, transmutation. So we've got a wolf and a dude. I don't know who the dude is. Ether element, Ham. The dude in the background. All right. I release the negative thoughts and expectations of myself, others, and the world. It is easy for me to transform negative beliefs. It's time to release negativity. And expectations into positive and supporting ones. And so I do. Positivity. So you two are working together. That's one of the big things that you are working on, is bringing positivity in and releasing the negativity as you build trust and gain confidence within this connection, an awareness of who this person is, who you are in relationship to them or in relation to them. And so this is the powerful change. You're changing on a fundamental level because of this person's influence, and vice versa. That's where this exchanging gifts gets turned upright. I recognize the power of my thoughts and words as they vibrate. Okay, let me start this over. I'm reading it weird. I recognize the power of my thoughts and words as they vibrate through the universe, creating my future reality. I transform. Yep, there is transformation within yourself, with this person, within the connection itself. you're becoming more flexible. You might be doing yoga together. There might be a little literal thing there. You two may enjoy going to the beach together. It's like you really enjoy having fun together and spending time together. But then you let yourselves have your own lives and do things alone. And I think that's very important to one or both of you, is having that alone time to be able to recharge, reconnect with yourself, with the universe. You know, if you are a very spiritual person, you know, like maybe you like to commune with your spirit guides, or you know, you like to spend time meditating, or you like to spend time with friends. And there's this beautiful like space within this connection between the two of you. You come together, you can go do your own things, and it's all good. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. That's awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.